Do not let that blue sky deceive you. It is so cold today. It is in the minus degrees. It is so chilly. Celsius, by the way. I've lived here for 3 months now, and I still cannot wrap my head around Fahrenheit. It doesn't make any sense to my brain. Point is, it is very, very cold, and I just finished my semester at writing school. I had my final class this morning, and I am a personal believer that you should reward yourself at any given opportunity with book shopping. So that's what we're gonna do. I want to head to some independent bookstores that I haven't been to yet since getting to New York, because they're kind of in an area that I never really go to. But I've heard that there are some really cool independent bookstores up on the Upper East Side. And so I thought that we would have a little explore. I'll take you with me, and it will be a fun time had for all the family. I feel like normally I like to give you a little book shopping outfit of the day, but at this point it is literally just a case of wrapping myself up in as many layers as is humanly possible and trying not to freeze. I'm thinking I can do this and then I can like cover my face. It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's actually snowing in the UK and I'm feeling very jealous because I feel like we've got the coldness for snow, but not the snow itself. So my mom's like sending me videos of our dog running in the snow and I'm like, I want to be with my dog running in the snow so much right now. But I'm heading back to London for Christmas in like 10-ish days, I think.
Still around, I don't know what to talk about. How has my head just hollowed out? Thoughts used to orbit all around. On Venus we can find peace. Still around, I don't know what you wanna talk about. I'm too precautious and I often doubt. How can I be the boy you dream about? Still fall for every woman on my set. I tend to play out what we'd be like in a set. These words don't like to live. Ooh, I see her end immediately, so I keep to myself.
I'm back. Would you like a little book haul? I hope your answer is yes, because like, that's the whole point of the video. So I had a very successful day and I'm very excited about what I picked up. I feel like I can hear myself getting a cold, which is really annoying. Also, my camera battery is flashing. No! Okay, I can be quick. I can try and be quick. These are the books that I picked up. So I firstly went to Albertine, which is a French bookstore, and they actually only stock French books. So they have books that are in French and then also books that have been translated from French. And I love how niche that is. I think I filmed it, but they also have like these little tote bags that say the best bookstore in France is in New York City, which I think is quite fun. And then I also went to Shakespeare & Co., which there's also a branch of Shakespeare & Co. in Paris, and I used to live right near it. And that was like my go-to English bookstore. Shakespeare & Co. and Galignani were like my go-tos, my ride or dies. So I wanted to check out the New York one, and it is gorgeous. It's all like, you know, wooden bookshelves, just so lovely, really, really nice. And they have a great cafe in there too, so you can go and read your book, have a coffee, get some work done. It was very cool. This one was a super last minute purchase, like on my way to the counter. This is called Cry Perfume, and it's by Sadie Dupois. Written over a 4-year period on tour and after losing loved ones and peers to overdose, Cry Perfume funnels Sadie Dupois' complicated grief into writing about the glamorized toxicity often inherent in entertainment. The slick performativity of pop, punk humor, electronic glitch, and sampling, and the surprising leaps of improvisation influence these poems. But beyond music, these poems are informed by Dupois' larger concerns about harm reduction, justice, and organizing. Look at that cover, first and foremost. I know, we don't judge books by their covers, but like we do, come on now. And I like the idea of crying perfume. I thought that was like really beautiful just as a title, so I thought, I probably will enjoy this. So there's that. Then we have Bonjour Tristesse, which is a French book that I've been told time and time again that I need to read. And I'm really hoping to get to a point where I can read books in French, but I'm just not there yet. So eventually I will hopefully get there, but it hasn't happened yet, so I'm gonna read this book in English first, and then hopefully at some point I'll get around to reading it in French too. Endearing, self-absorbed 17-year-old Cecil is the very essence of untroubled amorality. Freed from the stifling constraints of boarding school, she joins her father, a handsome, still young widower with a wandering eye, for a carefree 2-month summer vacation in a beautiful villa outside of Paris with his latest mistress, Elsa. Cecil cherishes the free-spirited moments she and her father share while plotting her own sexual adventures with a tall and almost beautiful law student. But the arrival of her late mother's best friend, Anne, intrudes upon a young girl's pleasures. And when a relationship begins to develop between the adults, Cecil and her lover set in motion a plan to keep them apart, with tragic, unexpected consequences. Sign me up. Sign me up. I'm so buzzing about this. The next book I got is another translated French book, and this is Lie With Me. It's described as stunning and heart-gripping by Andre Asselman, who wrote Call Me By Your Name. And I thought, you know, if it's good enough for Andre, then it's good enough for me. Just outside a hotel in Bordeaux, Philip chances upon a young man who bears a striking resemblance to his first love. What follows is a look back at the relationship he's never forgotten, a hidden affair with a boy named Thomas during their last year of high school. Thomas is the son of a farmer, Philippe the son of a school principal. At school, they don't acknowledge each other, but they steal time to meet in secret, carrying on a passionate, world-altering affair. This is giving me like, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, Call Me By Your Name, Swimming in the Dark, like that kind of genre of heart-wrenching books, and I'm ready for it. Despite the intensity of their attraction, from the beginning, Thomas knows how it will end, because you will leave and we will stay, he says. Philippe becomes a writer and travels the world, though he never lets go of the relationship that shaped him and every story he's ever told. Besson's powerful, moving, coming-of-age novel captures the eroticism and tenderness of first love and the heartbreaking passage of time. I think this is going to be stunning. I can imagine this becoming like a new favorite, because you know me, I love a sad book. I eat them up. I love a sad book more than anything. So I'm like, give me a sad ending, make me have heartache for these characters, and that is Lie With Me, and I most certainly will. And then the final book that I got is for the TikTok book club, and that is If We Were Villains. I actually have to read this very soon because the TikTok book club is in like a couple of days, and this is 358 pages long, so I'm gonna have to get a wiggle on with reading this. I might even do a whole reading vlog because this is one of my most anticipated reads ever. It's about a bunch of theatre kids. They're like thespians, they're obsessed with Shakespeare. It's dark academia. It's very inspired by The Secret History, which is another book that I love, and everyone has always been telling me, you have to read this book. I can't believe you haven't read this book yet, and I've been saving it until the perfect moment, and it seems that moment has come. It seems that this is the moment. Do you ever get it where like you're so excited to read a book that you don't actually get around to reading it because like you almost in your head know that it's going to be good, you know you're going to love it, and as a result you kind of read other things that are more like questionable and you're more curious about because you're like, will I enjoy that thing? I don't know. Whereas with this, I feel like I know I'm gonna love it. So we'll see if I'm correct in that assumption. Who knows, I could be disappointed. I may not like it. I have a feeling that I'm going to though. I have a feeling I'm gonna really enjoy this. So that is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio, a rare and extraordinary novel. So that is my book haul. A couple of French books, which is fun. Some poetry, a dark academia book. It's called Range. It is called Range, and I'm very excited to get cracking with these books. One of them I'm gonna get cracking with literally right now because, like I said, the book club is very, very soon, and I'm a bit nervous about finishing this. Basically, the reason I hadn't bought it until now is because I have a copy of it in the UK, and TikTok sent me a copy of the book to read for the book club, but it hasn't arrived yet. So I had to go out and buy it myself, but that's fine. And I'm excited about it. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for coming to these beautiful little independent bookstores with me. You can subscribe if you're new. All the best, stay in touch, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.